Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video. I am the king of all game-related media, and you damn well know it. Also, the most compelling game-related YouTuber, and I like to get thumbed. Yeah, so go ahead and give me a thumbing, because I will appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already, and check out yesterday's Xbox Nation, because that was absolutely fantastic. And you won't regret it. Randall, Thor, and Mooch get into it pretty heavy towards the end. Definitely worth a listen if you haven't already listened. They get into it over the rumors of the new Xbox One, 10 teraflops and whatnot, and all that kind of goodness. But real quick, we wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about as far as the topic, and that would be what Microsoft would have to do with the Xbox 1.5 or whatever it is. And I believe there are 5 things that they could do that would absolutely get them a win against the PlayStation 4 Neo. And I know the Neo is legit. I've seen the papers, I've seen the developer documents, I know what's under the hood, I know what they're bringing to the table. And here's what Microsoft have to do. First thing, they would have to have a better reveal. We all know that the reveal in 2013 didn't exactly go by anybody's standards well. They focused too much on TV and things like that at the wrong time. You needed to basically focus on games and what gamers wanted to see. You know what I mean? And they didn't do that. They failed to do that. And I think that they have to have a better reveal. The next thing they have to do is they have to have no mixed messaging. You have to be upfront right away. You can share used games. It's no DRM. It's backwards compatible. It's this, it's that. You can use your old controllers. It's forward compatible. They have to be very upfront and state exactly what's going on. You can't, and they've really sucked at this generation. They've been all over the map. They've been up, down, left, right, round in circles. They have really kind of fucked up this generation as far as getting their message out. They cannot have that. They need to be completely transparent and let people know what's going on right from day one, right from the reveal. So better reveal, no mixed messaging. The next thing they need is backwards and forward compatibility, just like I mentioned earlier. I think that when people see new hardware or whatever, they worry that they're not going to be able to play their old games or anything like that. Losing your games that you paid for, especially when you're doing like a mid-cycle thing, is something that should worry people, and I believe it does. So it's smart to actually have backwards and forward compatibility. That way, even if you can't get the next console day one, your console will still play those games in a way, or in a manner of speaking. So like Xbox One owners might freak out a bit because there's going to be a newer version that's more powerful, but your Xbox One will still play all the games, and everything will be fine, because that's what forward compatibility is. And the UWP, that's how it works. There's just one version that gets scaled to each individual device. Next up, you need a more powerful console. I think the next Xbox, or the iteration, has to have more power than the PlayStation 4 Neo. And by that I mean that it needs to be able to do 1080p, whatever it takes, 60 frames per second, whatever it takes to be the best and most powerful console. That's what the Xbox Next needs to be, and they have to make it known. There cannot be any differences in resolution. Everything has to be on par or even better. And that leads me to my last thing, is whatever it takes to be the lead platform on multi-platform games, Microsoft needs to do that. The UWP comes into play a little bit here as well, because developers only have to make one version for the Xbox, and that works on all their devices. That'd be good for Windows 10, that'll be good for Xbox One, and that'll be good for whatever the Xbox Next is. So they have to do something along those lines. They need to be the lead platform, just like the 360 was, because you have to get rid of that old stigma. You need the games built from the ground up on your particular console. And if they do these 5 things, not only will they beat the PlayStation 4 Neo, they might even take the whole generation. I think that it's one of those situations where people count them out or whatever. Now that we're getting console iterations, this generation is far from over. There's a lot to be had. There's a lot to be said, a lot to be done, and a lot of minds that can be changed over the course of time. So let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comment section. Do you think what things do you think Microsoft could do to assure a comeback in this generation? What do they need to do? What do they need to do to win you over? Let me know. Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.